It's Tim. It's me with the Attitude for Gratitude podcast every Friday night. You're tuned in. You're about to hear a show every Friday night, 8 p.m. down here at Will Work for Recovery, the new location, 4026 Washington Avenue North. We talk about everything, anything and everything recovery related. Like, stick around, check it out. You'll see some information scrolling across the bottom. Utilize that information if you need. But the thing about Will Work for Recovery is exactly what you hear in the title of its name, Will Work for Recovery. Every time you come to a meeting here, and if you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. We don't start the meeting until we make sure everyone's got a ride home. We don't hand out phone lists because, hence, Will Work for Recovery. Go up to somebody, talk to them. Hey, what's your number? Make a connection about some recovery stuff. Like, that's what we get to do today. Like, we make connections just like the old life, but for a good reason today. You know what I'm saying? We've got all sorts of things going on down here. Every day of the week there's meetings. Every evening at 7 p.m. there's a meeting. There's a very structured recovery meeting at 6:30 a.m. every day. We have 1 p.m. meetings here. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. there's an all men's meeting and an all women's meeting. And we're always adding more things. We've got a huge event coming up August 9th. It's the Blast from the Past 80s Bash. And then we've got August 31st, which is Overdose Awareness Day. We've got a huge event coming up that day, too. So we've got tons of stuff going on down here at Will Work for Recovery. Not to mention a podcast. We have multiple different people come on from all walks of life, all different areas of recovery. Like, there's no one type of recovery we talk about. Not this fellowship, not only that fellowship, not only this way, not only that way. Like, I just talk to people and hear their stories about their journey and what they found and how they found it. Sometimes it's faith-based. Sometimes it is these 12-step programs. Other things are meditation stuff. There's so many different facets of what you'll hear people sharing about. Bottom line is, we're doing it all down here at Will Work for Recovery. Podcast, Attitude for Gratitude. You're about to hear it, so stay tuned for whatever guests I have up next. All right, we live. We're back. Yeah, come on in. Come on. Right here. Belly up. And I will tell you guys now that the promo you just heard, that was made some time ago, and I think the echo was on. So I apologize about that, but no worries. I'll sit down. I am about to have people on because it is a free-for-all tonight, and we're going to have random people on sharing about their stories and you know the script. If you're struggling tonight, please reach out. My number's going across the bottom. You can call Intergroup Suicide Hotline 988. Please reach out, though, if you're struggling. That's first and foremost. But other than that, we're about having fun. You know what it is out here. We have fun. We're down at Will Work for Recovery, 4026 Washington Avenue North. We're also going to be live on TikTok because that's what we're supposed to do, I guess. I don't know. Look. TikTok live right now. Boom. So welcome everybody on TikTok land too, which we'll see how that goes. We've been trying that lately. Our guy Dwayne, the TikTok master, is not here right now. We've got some people stepping into some new roles. Come on, right here. I need you to fill the seat. Yep, come on. But also what I want to share about tomorrow, Serenity Village. Fundraiser for Paul. Our good friend Rob H. We had Samantha and Nick on last week sharing about the event. Tomorrow's the day. Noon to 5. Come on down, check it out. It's a fundraiser for Paul. We're standing with Rob's dad in his fight against cancer, stage 4 pancreatic and lung cancer. Like, it's a bad one. He's not going to make it. And we're just trying to help out with his family and some stuff at home, healthcare for the ending of life type stuff. So with that, 4100 Douglas Drive tomorrow, noon to 5. Enjoy some food, raffle, community, fellowship. There's going to be a ton of people. It doesn't cost to get in. I'm making like 100 pounds of chili. I opened my big fat mouth and said, "Oh, I'll take care of the chili." And she's like, "Yeah, we need it for like anywhere from 50 to 150 people." But it's what I get to do today. So big ups to Tony Sartwell, Tony S. He went out and bought all the beef and the pork, and he already fried all that up for me. I went out and got all the rest of everything, and tomorrow I'm going to spin it up at Serenity Village. And then we also got Gracie and I think Jess. They're making like multiple pans of cornbread. So we're doing cornbread and chili. And then there's a bunch of baked goods. There's going to be a bake sale. There's going to be a 50-50. There's silent auction. There's raffle. There's door prizes. Like legit, like I said, you don't have, it doesn't cost. When you come in, you're going to be given a ticket. So like everyone has a chance to like just win something, period. But we have like a 70-inch TV. We got Donnie from Mick Told Me Tattoos donated a whole day of tattoos. If anyone has a tattoo, you know what that would cost. Like thousands, whatever. He donated a whole day of tattoos. And then Mars from Mafia Inc., he donated 6 hours. Someone just came and donated 2, like, I don't know, like goal line tickets to the Wild, a set of tickets. I don't quote me on that. I think it's like section 105 or something, but we've got all these baskets. I could be on here for an hour telling you what we have tomorrow. Just come show up. If you have questions, reach out to me directly. If you want to help out, you want to give, you want to be part of, reach out to me or reach out to Samantha P. But yeah, we're helping Rob out. Rob didn't ask for this, but if you know Rob, you know what he's about. Rob turned 40 years old and is like, I want to have my birthday at Will Work for Recovery. And we sold t-shirts. Good Lordy, Eye Candy's 40. You see that in the corner there, that picture of Rob? You can always see it. Here, point to it, Casey. See, there's Rob right there. We were selling those t-shirts and all those. Yeah, you're up next. All those t-shirts, all proceeds went to Will Work for Recovery. We had food. Like Rob said that. He's like, I want to celebrate my birthday at Will Work and give all proceeds to Will Work for Recovery. That's the kind of guy he is. He always gives rides to people. He's just a good guy, and that's why we're doing this. He never asked for this, but this is what we get to do for our brothers, our family in recovery. So I'm not going to harp on you guys enough, but you know what I'm saying. This is what we get to do. Another thing, God, is he just walked by. There's a guy named Paul Birch. 16 years ago, this dude had a vision, and his vision looked something like this. You see how the walls are all crazy, and you're about to hear about this place because I always ask people, like, tell me about your experience here at Will Work. And for because he's clean and sober, his vision came to fruition, and it turned into Will Work for Recovery. Today, he celebrates 16 years of sobriety. Big 16 years of continuous sobriety for Paul. Like, big congrats to him. Like, we celebrate this stuff. This is what we do. I'm going to get going on the show here, but again, if you're struggling, if you're in a pickle, if you're having negative self-harm thoughts, whatever, down 988 or come on down to Will Work for Recovery, 4026 Washington Avenue North. Call me. My number's going across the bottom. If I don't answer, call Intergroup. Just reach out. You're worth it. Like if someone hasn't told you, I'll tell you, you're worth it. Stick around. We need you here. You got a voice and your voice is valid. That's what Paul taught me. So we're going to get this thing going. I'm going to switch cameras and we're going to bug people to tell us about their stories. It is interactive. So interact, meaning the audience listening, if they have questions for us, they'll post them and then I'll ask you guys about it. And we've already got 4. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. And we'll get, if I don't get to your questions, like I will, otherwise you can message me directly and we will get to them. So this is where I will switch my camera view from this one right here to, I don't have people. I do it all myself. Yeah. To that one right there. Boom. There it is. We are golden. So now I'm going to unmute some people's microphones because I'm a technical guy. Turn this off. And I lost my camera. See that? So, farting around, monkeying around with stuff. I think it's because something must be loose over here and I hit that. And that, but you guys can still hear me acting a fool.
We got faith in you. You can do it.
That makes one of us. All right. So we're going to go back to the jet stream. Yeah, it's just total amateur hour. I don't have people. That's my excuse. Add to stage. Give me a camera, guys and girls. There we go. You. It's you. There we go. So This is what we're gonna do here. Is who are you, young man? Get close to your mics. You can't really grab them. I just need you to be close to them.
Hi, I'm Casey.
Welcome to the show, Casey. Who are you?
I'm blessed to be here.
I'm Suzanne, Susie.
Hey,
Everybody calls me
Susie. Glad you're here. No, you can keep it open. You guys, you two are on next. All right. Who are you, young lady?
I'm Lala.
Lala, welcome to the show. Go ahead and speak up loud. Who are you?
My name is Cole.
Cole, welcome to the show.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You have never been on the show, have you?
No.
How do you know about Will Work for Recovery?
Some girls that I am affiliated with, that I'm friends with, they come to Will Work. So I started coming to Will Work.
Okay. How many have you been here? A whole bunch?
Probably a dozen times, maybe.
Do you remember the first time you were here?
I do.
Tell us about it.
It was overwhelming because there's so much stuff on the walls. Like everybody just comes in as they are. It literally is like kind of a free for all meeting, but it's still structured in a way. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
It is structured, but it's open. It's like open arms. Everybody is who they are, and nobody's judged. You just come as you are.
Here's a question I love asking is, how would you explain this to someone if they're like, hey, what's Will Work for Recovery? What's it look like? Like, tell me.
It's people like me.
What if
It's
they don't
people
know
like
you?
Oh,
You follow what I'm saying? Like, I know
yeah, I
there's,
do. I do.
and this is a big question. A lot of like continued listeners, they love when I ask people, and this is why I keep asking people. They just love to hear someone else's the way they explain it. So like, someone comes up to you and says, "You've been to Will Work for Recovery? What is it? Like, what is it? How would you explain it?"
I don't know how I would explain it.
Like
Physically, it's just there's just so much. There's so much that to take in. But emotionally, there's just a sense of peace. There's a sense of that you belong. Doesn't matter if you've been 2 hours sober or 17 years sober. You feel like you belong. You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to come in with anybody you know. Just show up, have a seat. People will introduce themselves. They'll get to know you. You know, it's all good.
That's that piece I wanted to hear about. You want to flip that light switch behind you? There you go. We don't need those. I got this big light. There we go. The ambiance. Casey, do you remember the first time you were at your first time here was the other side, right?
For sure. Yeah, the first time I was at the other location.
The
still on-
original.
the original
OG.
on Washington. And
Mhm.
it was big like this, and it's a super unique thing. I brought my man Cole, and he's never been to barely any kind of a meeting. And I said, I'm taking you to like the truth is what I call it, is like, this is the no cap, this is the bet, this is the all day right here. Like, any kind of person can feel warmed and welcomed here. You see people in walkers, you see all kinds of ages, all walks of life. We had people today whose birthday was 10 hours ago, and we had people who was like 40 years ago.
Right.
The major spectrum here, and it's very eclectic, I guess would be a great word for it.
That's a big word for this show.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big word. Eclectic.
Yeah, so like, yeah, just the stuff hanging around, and it just feels like, I don't know, it's almost got like a rock star, like a hangout, like
The
a
happening spot.
clubhouse. It's
Yep.
a clubhouse.
There you go.
What it is, bro. So
Yeah.
and I've loved it. It's been coming for years and years, and Paul is the man. Paul and his old lady Carolyn, they're
You mean his girlfriend?
yeah, his girlfriend. They're the real deal. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Rob as well,
Come on.
for that fundraiser. My God, Rob is the man. I remember years ago, I'm like in a rough situation, literally standing on Chicago, like right by the rough park on like Chicago and Franklin. And I'm like desperately waiting for a bus because like people are trying to sell me dope or who knows. I just like my hair was going, and I'm like 60 days sober, white knuckling, and Rob rolls up in like a beater, and he's like, "You need a ride?" And I'm like, yes, I do. So Rob got me out of a rough situation. And I remember another time he took a bunch of people to Sebastian's and bought us ice cream, a bunch of newcomers from a meeting. He's that kind of a guy. So as soon as I heard, that he needed something, and I saw him here tonight, and I got up and I ran faster than I've moved in years to go give him a hug and a little bit that I could contribute to.
Hey.
So if you have it in your heart, it's a really good opportunity and an option. I would feel great about directing any of my money to things like Rob or Will Work or where it needs to be.
That's what's up. Thank you for wording it that way too. Like, he is. Rob is my example of what it looks like to be good. I don't know how else to word it, but that piece about helping someone else, early recovery, I met Rob at a meeting about 7+ years ago. It's one called Addicts for Life. And even then, when he used to be an asshole, like he used to be real standoffish. And no, he'll tell you too, like he was very unapproachable because he was still fresh too.
Yeah.
And he wasn't cool with hugs and this and that. But I watched him like do for others. It was the first, and I was like, wow, you can be a prick and help other people. And he did. I watch him give people every time. If you haven't been to We'll Work for Recovery, one of the things we do here, right when the meeting starts, we don't move on with the meeting until we confirm everyone has a ride home. Like, I've never been to a meeting where they stop the meeting and say, hey, does everyone have a ride? Who doesn't? Put your hand up. And all right, where are you going?
Very family.
You're very family. Yep. I've watched people. Rob's done it 3 times that I've seen. He's like, I can't give you a ride, but I got you on an Uber. And he ordered him an Uber. He's done that 3 times that I've seen. It's just the type of stuff we do here. And I've watched Rob do that continuously. It speaks to his character. And here speaks to, he didn't ask for this.
Oh, of course not.
No, he didn't. Samantha hit me up. Hey, JP and Grayson's like, we're doing a fundraiser. Like, let's do it. It's what we get to do today. But thank you for bringing that up too. Young lady, welcome back to the show. I know you've explained this before. Who are you?
I'm Lala.
Tell me about that first time you came to Will Work.
The first time I came to Will Work was in January. And I walked in and I was like, where the F am I?
Hey, shut that door. Yeah, shut that.
So I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a meeting. I expected like rows of chairs and books on chairs. It was different, and not a bad different, a good different.
You were expecting institutional, weren't you?
Yes, because I was in Shakopee for 12 years, got out, came here, and I've been coming here ever since.
There's something that you've started doing on Tuesday nights here, and I've watched you step up into a bigger role. First of all, what happens here on Tuesday nights, and how have you been part of Tuesday nights?
Okay, well, I'm Lala. First of all, I'm an addict. Tuesday night Well Variety is...
What's Well Variety?
Well Variety is a Native American based meeting. It's neither NA or AA. We're just people with recovery coming to share together what we're doing for our recovery today, or just, you know.
Do you have to be an indigenous person, or do you have to be Native American to go to that?
Absolutely not. All are welcome.
So it is recovery based, you said?
Yes.
Do you guys do any type of readings and anything?
We do a reading, Walking the Red Road, 365 days. And then we do another reading with the Native American elders, 4 directions. We do either those, and you can speak about what stood out to you in the reading, or you can just talk about anything. I'm just sitting here. I'm just a normal person, just listening to you, and you know, I'm just like everyone else. I'm in recovery.
And we do ceremony.
Yeah.
Ceremony before.
What does that mean? Ceremony.
We do smudging before the meeting begins. It's one of our first things we do, and it just wows me every single time on how many different people come and are like, oh, I can't wait to get smudged down. Lala, we're doing smudging today. It's like, yep.
I haven't been in like a month and a half. I need to ask. Do you still explain what smudging is every meeting?
I sure do.
Good. I hope because of me. Well, I know what it is now, but I didn't know the first time, and a lot of people don't know, and people are shy. So like they just watch what others do and do it. So I'd always like be loud, like, hey, what does that mean? What are you doing? I think you get frustrated sometimes with me, but if you don't know, you got to ask. Like, that's what recovery is also giving me, is a opportunity to speak up. So when you're struggling today, Lala, what do you do?
When I'm struggling today, I go to the Creator. And like today's been a difficult day for me. Like, I'm struggling today.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to what I do is I go to the Creator, I pray. My mom always taught us that you pray, say your prayers. So that's what I do. And then when I'm done, I think about where I was, where I am, and where I want to be. And for 12 years, I wasn't able to think like that until I came here. And I start listening to other people and their shares and their stories. So I had to look back like, damn, I was effed up.
Mhm.
You know,
I get it. I'm going to put your business out there for just a second. The reason why is we don't have the time to tell your story because I do still want to get you back for as a guest. Lala was on a few months back and shared a part of her story. And when she says that 12 years, I'm going to share some of your stuff. Like she was locked down. She was down. She was in prison for 10 plus years and got out. Like you're still fresh out, basically.
Yeah.
Like you're less than a year out from being locked up for over 10 years.
Yeah.
So, and I always give her guff about this, but like when you get into these states of anger or whatever, like, does that cross your mind? Like if I mess up, I go back?
Every single day.
Is that a place you feel, do you want to go back?
Absolutely not.
So like recovery comes first type deal?
Recovery comes first. The creator comes first. Recovery comes second. I come third. Then everything else falls into place.
There's such a dirty joke in there somewhere. But listen, here's what we also, that's inappropriate because I leave it up to you guys to figure out.
Well, I want to say something though.
Come on.
Okay, so you know I just had a recovery birthday not
No,
too long ago.
I didn't know that.
I did. I received my coin here at Willwork.
For
12
what?
years.
We celebrate clean time. That's right. You did.
I did. And today I am here with my friend Suzanne, who has successfully made 7 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we celebrate clean time. That's what we do. Congrats on both of this. Suzanne.
Yep.
I'm glad you're here. Bro, how many times you been here?
No, this is my first time.
Firsty.
Yes.
Firsty. Slide up in there.
Yeah.
Slide. My mics are junk. You can't move them. That sucks. See how it fell down? So want to pick that mic back up so the elbow's on the table? There you go. Yep. And now, yeah, you got to just get close to it. Tell me about your experience when you walked in. You don't even need them headphones. What was it like?
Yeah, it's a really cool place. I walked in.
Honda!
I seen all the things on the wall, the elk, stuff like that. It's a very cool place. A lot of good people and stuff, and I'm really happy to be here. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys.
No, it's not about it. Was this the first time you've been to a meeting, period?
No, it's I've been to a few in the past, but this was by far the best one.
So like in comparison to other places you've been to, like are other places like this, the way it's set up and whatever?
No, not really. It's a lot more loose here. It's a lot more
Clubhouse-ish.
Casual.
Yeah, casual. Yeah, it's a good way of putting
Welcoming.
it. And
There you go.
yeah, I really liked it.
No, that's what's up.
Coincidentally, we just happened to sit beside her, so they were already friends. Like these two were already fast friends tonight. Yeah,
That's what we get to do. We come back together.
I just wanted to blow you a kiss and dry hump your
I
leg a
caught
little
it.
bit,
I caught it. The whole dry hump thing. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Because I got more people and I'm booting you guys quick.
Yeah, we gotta go soon. Anyway.
Where's my hand me that thing? There you go. We're gonna start with Casey over here.
Yeah.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
I love the number 37.
37. What aspect of your personality adds the most value to the world?
By far, my sense of humor. I am funny like that. I see the good in the world and good in people, and I also see a little bit of humor in everything. They do say the equation for comedy is tragedy plus time. Look it up. It's one of those things. Humans are sick. Take a tragedy, add some time, and you've got comedy. And just look at the Titanic jokes. At the time, no one would have joked about it now, but now we're like, how cold were the Ice Cube bodies? Yeah. So it's true. It's sick. You're sick. You're sick. I want you to say your prayers. And that's my other thing. God is real. Get right with God. And whatever your idea of God is, it's not you. That's the important part. Do something for somebody else today besides you.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
I'm going to go with
There's no wrong number.
23.
23. If you could meet any historical figure, either living or deceased, who would it be?
Probably Harriet Tubman. You know,
Harriet
the
Tubman.
person who helped the slaves. Back
Oh,
in,
I bet
back
she
with-
would have
with
some
the
things
Underground
to
Railroad
talk
and
about.
stuff like that.
Internationally safe and loved
Yeah, they're up.
answer.
Yeah,
Beautifully crafted.
Yeah.
We have a politician
wonderful
here.
lady. With that.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
46.
46.
Didn't even think about it.
What was the worst haircut you ever had?
It's 23 doubled, by the way. I love numbers.
So when I was a kid in Alaska, all of us little cousins, our parents were off doing whatever they were doing. But we decided to have a hair salon in my mom's kitchen.
Yeah.
And
Mom salon.
yeah, we cut off everybody's hair, but I got the worst of it. So I have a twin brother, and literally my hair got cut like my twin brother. So then I looked like my twin brother. So I was a boy for about
You
2
can
years.
move the mic itself, like spin it towards you. Just the mic. There you go. I felt bad. You had to stand up. Pick a number 1 through 100.
56.
56. 56. When you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
When I die, I want to be remembered for all the good I'm doing.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Strength.
Strength. You could have any superpower, what would it be? If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Superman.
Superman. Any superpower, what would it be?
I guess live forever.
The name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. Tell me about your gratitude, Casey.
I'm so grateful to be here. My gratitude includes my parents, my family of origin and choosing, God of my choosing, and the fact that I can be of service today in a lot of different ways. That's what means. My recovery is built on the foundation of service work and giving back, and that's what keeps me well. It's what keeps me connected. So as long as I'm in a position to do those things, and I know I'm doing well as well, that's a good indicator of my own health, is that I'm in a good enough position to be able to be cognizant of other people's needs and contribute to their well-being. And I like being in that position.
Would you come back as a guest on the show? Hell yeah. All right, get the hell out of here. I love you, Casey. Thanks, brother. To Attitude for Gratitude, what's your gratitude look like?
I'm grateful to be able to come to a meeting on such an important day for me and my friend.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know me. It's his first day in our house.
Casey.
Casey. Yeah,
It's all good. You'll learn.
He took me to a meeting the first day I got there, so I was really grateful for that. I appreciate that.
That's what's up. Attitude for Gratitude. What's your gratitude look like?
Oh man, my gratitude it's a lot. I have a lot to be grateful for. The last couple of years, I've had people step up in my life that I never knew would be there and be family, and they have become family. And I'm very much appreciative for the people in my life, my job, my sobriety, my apartment. Life is good. God is good.
Thank you both. What's your gratitude look like? Thanks, bro.
My gratitude looks like I am grateful to be part of Will Work, and I'm grateful to be on this show, and I'm just grateful to have another day sober.
That's what's up. All right, I need you guys to go grab that couple. Hang on. Yeah, no, you up, but then there's a guy and a girl.
Oh, there's a
Yep,
lot
there
of
they are.
girls out there.
Yes, no, they know who they are.
She said, "Take your time.
sir.
What's the rush?"
Young,
I love you, Timmy.
love you, girl. Young man, welcome back to the show. We had a beginning of a show last week. Belly on up, wherever you're comfortable. What was your name again?
Jordan.
Welcome back to the show, Jordan.
Glad to be back. Thank you.
All I ask is get as close to the mics when you speak as you can without having to move the mics. Thank you very much. Yeah, whatever. I mean, just remember, like, it's a whole change of life, and we got young people and elderly listening, but hey, we all get in a moment and share what we share.
I've been one of the old timers from Frisbee.
There we go. He'll tell us that, not you, Ray. Let him share. No, I'm joking. Who are you, young lady?
My name is Gigi.
Gigi, welcome to the show, Gigi.
Ivan.
Ivan,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the show, Ivan.
You might recognize my voice. I used to be on the radio.
Oh,
Here's my call sign. This is Jivin Ivan coming to you from station CUNT. It's a little fuzzy, but you can always get it in.
I'm gonna go with we gotta be careful. The young ones may slow that down and listen.
I
But that was a good one.
I did
That was a good.
ask.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was funny. WCCC. Others. Have you ever been here before? To Will Work for Recovery.
Yeah, I've been to Woolworth, but it was at the old place.
The other building. Have you been here before?
First time at this building, the other building a few times.
So I'm gonna start with asking you, how would you explain this place to someone?
Well, it can be intimidating if you don't get here before the meeting started. We came in right when the meeting started, and it's open, wide, a lot of people. But after I sat down, I felt comfortable.
Nice. How would you explain this place to someone who's never been?
Very diversified.
Elaborate. Or whatever. Like, I know you, if like Ray said, you've been to Fridley, you've been to other places. In comparison, have you ever been to a place like this? The way it's set up and
No, not the way it's set up.
Yeah.
And I've been to meetings all across the country.
I'm in the same boat. I think about Sahara Club. They have leather couches. Other than that, like
There's a lot of distracting things in there. So yeah. And I'm one of them kind of guys who'll be concentrating and what? Something shiny?
yeah. Oh, it's total squirrel moments. I was hoping my other camera was going to work, but it doesn't want to play friendly tonight. But that's okay. We will figure it out because that's what we get to do today is figure things out. Bear with me as I'm not a technical guy, but I'm going to figure things out. Unlike you, I wasn't on the radio and I wasn't a radio guy. No, I'm joking. Tell us about the first time you were here, Jordan.
Yeah, the first time I came here was at the old location, and I had heard about it. I was going to 2218, and it's totally different than here. But I was just wild. You know, I walked in. Actually, someone brought me here, and they're like, "It's a meeting," but it was a wrong day. So it was still open, but I walked in, saw the facility, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can get down with this." Came back on a full day, and I got down with it. You know.
What do you tell someone when they come up to you and say, like, Jordan, I'm struggling. I just want to pick up. I just want to use.
I just tell them it's worth fighting through it. You know, one day at a time. There was a time where I couldn't even see the other side. Once you get on the other side of the spectrum, I'm not gonna say it's smooth sailing, but for me, I got to a point where it's like I just got too much to lose. You know, so just keep fighting, keep loving yourself, keep being patient, and it's very important. One day at a time.
So, kind of the same question for you. Like, how long have you been doing recovery?
16 years.
16 years. Oh, you and Paul at the 16-year mark. That's what we do. Yeah, big. I'm trying to get all this camera crap. I'm so frustrated with not
You're
being
doing a great
smart.
job.
You are though.
Sure. I appreciate it though. So, I'm gonna put the side note. Anyone who I have a few people that are asking, but Serenity Village, I'll tell you. But the address is 4100 Douglas Drive North. It's in Crystal, Minnesota. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. When I get to it, I just got to figure out how to do it now. So you get a young lady comes up to you and says, all I can think about is using. What should I do?
Well, we have something that we say all the time. Just play the picture forward. What is it going to do? Like, is it going to make anything better? You know, get to meeting, talk to somebody, pick up your phone, just play the picture forward in your head. You know, it's not going to make anything worse. Now you're just going to have that on top of your plate too.
Definitely.
Do you have a home group? Like,
yes, at Fridley.
Fridley. Okay. And that's the thing about this. Like, people come on here, they share about where they do their recovery, whatever you're comfortable with sharing, like share that. We're home group. And like, what do you,
It's a women's group. I used to go to a different group. It was different before COVID. And then once COVID happened, it turned into a old timers men's group. I was the only woman, even though it was open. And it just felt like it was the same thing over and over and over again. Lots of sobriety in this group, and which was fine, but I just felt stuck. And then I finally decided to go into this women's group, and I haven't been going there very long, but it's like 28 women in this group, and it's just fabulous. It's just like brand new to me, even though I have a little bit of time. It's been wonderful, and I really look forward to going to it.
that's when is it?
On Thursdays at 5:30 at Fridley, and I can't remember, it's 35 or 36.
Upstairs?
Nope, it's in the big, huge room right when you come in.
To the right?
Yep, to the right.
Nice.
Mhm.
I go to noon meetings anytime I'm working in that area. I'm always going to a noon meeting. That's what I love about it. There's always that noon meeting upstairs. There's tons of stuff at Fridley. We share about recovery. Do you have a home group, young man?
Hey, I'm an alumni from 2218.
Oh, no shade. No
Yeah.
shade.
We love it. That's where this show started.
I spent my first 5 years there. So
Nice.
yeah, then I still pop in there every once in a great while.
Of course.
Do I have a home group?
Yeah. Something you consider a
Yeah,
home group.
yeah, I do. It's at Fridley, 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
It's a mixed meeting. I think it's squad 33, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got a good friend, Tony H. He goes to that meeting quite a bit. There we go. This is our new camera. I've been waiting for that dang thing to start working. All right, now I have a little more freedom here. So what do you tell a young fellow who comes up to you and says, all I want to do is pick up? I just want to go to the bar. I just want to go drink.
Well, like she said, we have that saying, play the pitcher forward. I also was taught in my very young sobriety, we don't always know what we want, but we do know what we don't want. So
I like that.
And a recent sponsor who passed away, that's why I don't have sponsors anymore, because they keep dying on me.
How long you been at this? He pulled out his calculator.
16,093 one day at a times.
Ooh.
Otherwise,
And otherwise,
Class, we celebrate clean time.
We gonna get the poetics on there. Yeah,
He's like, what?
most definitely. Thank you.
so that comes out to, and I won't make anybody do the math on that, 44 years, 22 days.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's
So
loud
it
in
does
our ears.
work.
That's amazing stuff.
I'll pass this around.
Yeah, give me some juice on this.
Yeah, give me some
This
love
is
it.
what that looks
Give me some
like. Hey,
love it.
hey, this is what that type of stuff looks like. This is proof that the program works one day at a time.
Most definitely.
See that? Congrats, brother. That's amazing stuff there. So you tell them, play the tape forward, like you know what you don't want.
Well, we don't always know what we want, because I never did, but I did know what I didn't want. I
Right.
didn't want life to keep sucking,
Right.
and I didn't want to. I was in between the point of I wanted to die, but I couldn't do it myself. And me and another sponsor of mine always used to talk about suicide's too slow of a form of, my alcoholism. I knew it was a form of suicide. My drug addiction was a form of suicide. It was too slow.
Right.
But I was too chicken to pull the trigger when I put it up to my head. And I had to come up with something new. I had to come up with a way to live. You know, like I was saying, my other old sponsor always used to tell me, in recovery, we're guaranteed change. Anytime we want, we can have our old miserable lives back anytime we want it. And the important thing about this is that we have the choice. And if anybody's out there thinking about suicide, give it 30 seconds. Give it 30 seconds. I'm begging you. I lost a lot of people.
I just put up the hotline too. You can always pick up the phone and dial 988, 24-hour a day suicide hotline. And you're right. I share about at the beginning of every show is if you're struggling, just please give it a little time. Pick the phone up, call someone, get somewhere, do something for self. Like a terrible choice can be permanent. Like
It's a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
torture it every time I try to say it.
I've gone into this so far as to, they did brain scans on it, and they showed a cloud going over some receptor in your brain that clouds your judgment. 30 seconds. 30 seconds is all it takes
To pass that thought.
for that cloud to go over.
30 seconds. You hear
30
that?
seconds.
Anyone out there struggling or dealing with this, and mental health's a real thing. We talk about this. I've had professionals on the show. We've had multiple people from IRTS facilities, from mental health institutions that have shared similar things. Like, just give it a few seconds, give it a few minutes, just breathe, and whatever it looks like. If you got to get to a doctor, don't be ashamed. Go to a doctor. Like we say, this stuff's real and people care. You're cared about. Reach out. Yes.
Thank you.
How do we get onto that topic? But I'm going to keep I opened the door for it. I'm going to keep that hotline up for a few minutes here, and I always sporadically throw it up. I have it scrolling across the bottom, but I'm always adamant about that. Like, just reach out, please. If you've been, what that guy say, Rick or someone came on the show and said that about once you get into recovery, you got to buy 3 suits. And the end one killed me. I mean, it got to me, but he said your life's going to start changing. Things are going to get better. You're going to start having to go to job interviews. You'll need something nice to dress up in. And then the longer you're in these rooms, the more funerals you're going to be going to.
Absolutely.
So you need something to dress nice to go to these funerals. And if you decide to go back out, your mom will have something nice to bury you in.
It gives you hope.
That was a toughie.
And there's a lot of wisdom in here. I love
That was a
sitting down.
toughie.
No, for real, I love sitting down.
But there is the hope shots everywhere. Hey, a guy just passed the coin around that. That's my hope shot. Seeing stuff like that. It can happen.
It can be done.
Love you, Squid. So you've been at this a while. Do you remember the early days?
Oh yeah.
What were some of the biggest hurdles? Share about a hurdle that used to be a hurdle for you and how'd you get over it?
I never want to forget my last use. Ever. And I'll keep that burning in my memory banks. I remember what it was like coming, being dope sick, coming off the booze, spiders crawling on my arms, shaking. Like I say, I don't always know what I want, but I do know I never, ever frickin' want to go back to that. And I know because this isn't my first time through, as most of us, I never want to experience that again, ever. And I don't have it down pat by any means, but I know there's people, it is what you put into it.
Right.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah. And I had a lot of friends out when I was drinking and drugging and shit. So, another wisdom thing here. You know what you were willing to do to get your drugs? You know what you were willing to do to get your booze? What are you willing to do to stay sober today?
Just for today.
Just for today. Because that's all we got.
Yep. I'll get drunk. I can get drunk tomorrow.
Yep.
Reminds me of that sign, free beer tomorrow. There's a few bars we drive by sometimes. And
That's
it says
funny.
that. Free beer tomorrow.
Mhm.
It'll be up every day. Tell me about some hurdles you dealt with in early recovery and how'd you get past them?
Oh, hating myself so bad. I just remember coming to meetings and they would give me the box of Kleenex and I would just cry and they would go around the room and say, Gigi, we will love you until you can love yourself. That was one of my hardest things. Probably for 9 months, a year, I didn't even say anything. I couldn't. I just was tearful, crying, sobbing. I just hated myself so bad. I'd gotten, some jail times. I had to wear the ankle bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Some stuff like that. And wasn't working, my working got in the way of drinking. And then I lost my house, of course, all the awful things and just the self-loathing. And I just remember them telling me, we will love you until you can love yourself. And it just was like, it gave me some hope. And I still, when I talk to my kids or whatever about stuff, they ask me about it. And that's one thing that I truly remember. And, just to have one thing, like Ivan and I are married. And not that long ago, he was talking about like using like cocaine or whatever and stuff. He was talking about it. And I absolutely freaked out. Like I was so scared. And he goes, just, me thinking that he has all these years of sobriety and thinking that, oh, he's fine, but he still, has to talk about it. And we kind of got in an argument about it. And I'm like, he goes, I need to talk about it. I have to talk about these things. And I was like, wow, it just blew my mind after all these years,
Right.
it just like freaked me out. I
Was it
really
the part about being, were you worried like, oh shit, he's going to go use or?
I don't know what it was. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Do you remember when we kind of had, the hurdles, because I was just thinking about like, you talked about like early recovery, but I felt like this was like a hurdle just recently. Do you remember?
It doesn't have to be early recovery, but yeah, a hurdle. And come on, let's hear about it.
I still have.
Was it urge talking or was it fantasizing about how it used to be? Or was it just saying like, hey, I used to do cocaine? Telling a story about what it once was like. Cause like there is a difference. My sponsor used to yell at me when I talked about like the needle and the arm and certain walking through. He's like, Tim, there's a point where you're kind of crossing the line about fantasizing, glorifying and fantasizing.
Because he never really talks about it at all. Like once in a while, he'll say, when I get all my stuff done, I'm going to, when I get everything done on my list, I'm going to go back out and use it, as a joke.
Oh,
but this was serious. And I like,
there's a story in the book about that.
And I kind of freaked out because the desire was lifted from me right away. And I don't have dreams. I don't think about it. It really is like gone for me.
Right. Okay.
But when he talked about it, I was like, okay, so this is a hurdle. And I will, the next time he talks about it, I will listen and I won't get upset or worried or scared. I'm just going to be there to listen.
So Ivan, explain. Let's hear.
Okay.
Come on. I know the husband is a husband.
Now.
Sorry.
No, come on. Your batter's up.
Okay, here's the thing. I like to joke about it.
Okay.
Okay. When I go to the restaurant, I'll and the waitress asks me, what do you want to drink? I'll go, a Coke. It's funny.
Yeah.
To me, that's me making
I'm right
fun
there
of
with
my
you, baby.
addiction.
Yeah. I get it.
And I keep telling people, and they get freaked out when I say this. I said, once I get everything caught up, I'm going back out. Because that'll never happen.
Right.
You know that.
Right.
Yeah. The
But,
honey-do list keeps
okay.
going and going and going.
Right.
So I had one younger guy. We were helping a fellow member, move one time, and I told him that, and he freaked out.
Right.
He I told him, I said,
Do we need to get to a meeting? Let's go.
yeah.
I'll take
He's
you.
like, have you talked to your sponsor about this? Oh my God. And I looked at him, I said, and I'll just use his first name. I said, Chad. I said, when are you ever going to get caught up?
Yeah.
Then he caught it.
Then you have to break it down.
Yeah.
But I guess
Levels to this.
I don't know if it's devil's advocate or what, but from another point of view, I think about with my parents. The ones I hurt the most and my biggest cheerleaders. I learned in early recovery about that type of joking around. They don't, especially people not from our program, they don't get that. I could never make, I think I made it, cracked a joke once or twice, something like that. Something about eventually I'll be able to shoot heroin responsibly. Like we know how idiotic that sounds. But like a month later, my mom told, like she was like, Tim, that really messed me up. I was spun out for 3 weeks on that, scared shitless, talking to people, and it killed me. I was like, I didn't even think. I'm so used to being around my people.
Our dark humor.
Yeah, real dark humor.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like I always gotta remember my surroundings. But then again, like people in the rooms even. And then when there's this level, would you guys ever be willing to come back on as a guest for the whole show? Because tonight's not normal. Tonight's like
Just a
a
little-
free for all, hop on in typically. Yeah. And like I've been the whole.
Why do you want us to?
Because we got a whole, listen, a marriage and recovery,
Right,
and you
that's-
both got time. And
Right.
no, we got.
We met each other in recovery.
I know.
too.
That's what I'm.
They say not to do that too.
You know
don't
what?
they?
Hang
Don't
on
they
a
say
second.
But I was
13
recovery for a
step.
I
while.
only got one guy waiting. That dude right there. Do you know him? He's waiting to come on next. He's been waiting for a while. The guy in that chair right there. What's
The skeleton?
the
Hey,
Humor.
no, I kid you not. Last time I was here, last Friday, that skeleton moved on its own.
Yeah.
The arm was like this, and just boom.
You haven't seen the fishing string on it, have you?
You're playing, right?
I got fishing string goes all the way up.
Man, I'm telling you.
Give me
he
some
was
knuckles.
chilling.
That's funny.
He was chilling, and it just.
He has a skeleton on the back of his motorcycle that he
He's
rides
young.
around.
Oh, there's a lady named Beth who works at DMV in Brooklyn Park. She's got a skeleton on her back of her bike too. I wonder, is that a thing right now? Halloween coming? Or?
If you want us to, we will. You just
Nice.
gotta let us
Nice.
know.
That's my granddaughter on there.
Ah,
And her name's Kelly Skelly.
Callie Scally.
Yeah.
teach 'em
She's
young.
got glow in the dark eyes.
Like, really?
Yeah, like red eyes.
No.
Yeah.
Different.
The skeleton.
Oh, I
does.
thought you were talking about your granddaughter. I'm like,
No,
bro,
not my-
that doesn't. Man.
You have to be more specific, dear.
Okay. The skeleton
Is that a
has
road glide or a street glide?
street glide.
Yeah, you and Paul and that shitty buddy.
He's,
Gotta get a road. Grow
well,
up and
he
get
has
a road
he has a
glide.
couple other if you like different
So,
kinds.
someday when you grow up, you'll buy a street glide.
Sound like Paul. That bullshit.
Watch
I
him.
like a fixed fairing. All right, boys.
He's gonna pull up soon in one way.
I didn't have time tonight. I came right from work, but I wanted to grab my bike. It was so beautiful. But when we leave, it's gonna be about 55 out. Jordan,
Yo,
How do you deal with urges? Do you have any first?
Honestly, I didn't have urges for like the first 2 years and 6 months clean. For the
That's what's up, baby. We celebrate clean time.
I didn't have urges for like the first year. After that year hit, and I started getting like, I'm like, okay, I can do this, you know. That's when urges started to come. I had some using dreams, and then it's like the pressure starts to get on from just life and taking responsibility, and that old thinking comes in like, man, I could just go and just have no responsibility. But then, like you said, you play that tape forward, and I never ever want to feel like that. I mean, I got kids to depend on, or that depend on me,
Right.
And it just feels good to be able just to like hear my daughter say like, I trust you, you know.
That's the big
She's
payoff.
only 8. Like, yo, they know a lot more than you think, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're sponges, bro.
Yeah.
And they watch.
Yeah.
They watch.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to have a place to go and talk about your using dreams
Mm.
and people actually get it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love talking to people who don't know about recovery, because like people will look at me and they'll be like, "Oh, I never would have thought that," and I show them a picture like, "Yeah, because you never would have caught me in my addiction. I was so slick and so, well, I thought I was.
we
slick.
tell
I
ourselves.
thought I
I
was
would say,
No, but like I would literally be in and out the streets. You know, if you caught me, you had to run into me. I hated it. Like I was so addicted, I just couldn't stop, but I didn't want nobody to see me. You know,
oh, shit.
so yeah. But I like talking to people that haven't been in this lifestyle, because they're wild, you know, and it's something that I'm good at. That's why I'm going to be a CPRS, you know.
Right.
Why not? You know.
I think that I haven't brought up a good thing about this, having this fellowship in this community that, like I said, I can't talk to my parents about this stuff.
Yeah.
I scared the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You know, especially early on, like just my thing, I was a heroin guy. It was just, I was a junkie, like the booze. I didn't have a problem with alcohol.
Oh, that biggest crush.
No, the last paragraph and how it works for NA talks about thinking of alcohol is not a drug. It led a great many of addicts to relapse. I know better.
Alcohol's a drug, period.
Alcohol's a drug.
One of the worst.
Duh.
And it's like, I don't know. So, what's some of the biggest goals you've accomplished in your recovery?
I've gotten my Well, I'm about to get my license back.
Hey,
yeah, no, for real. That's
you've been working on that for a minute,
man. Yo, and
A
it's just
minute.
like when I say it's crawling, like it's really crawling, but it has something to do with them getting the
right.
paperwork. I gotta say, trusting myself, and just like loving and living and choosing recovery every day. Like that was something like I could never, like, I couldn't even fathom back in the day. Like I'd be like, okay, yeah, I got to do this, but next day I'm out there getting high, you know. So I literally wake up and I choose this life, and I'm okay with that, and it just feels so free.
That's what I'm talking about. We're in the fishbowl here.
Yeah,
I love it, but we're in the fishbowl. So I'm trying to get these questions. I'll get to your guys' questions. I'm sorry, I've been slacking on it. The problem is when I open up the I didn't mean to call you stupid TikTok, but the stupid ass TikTok thing, if I pull away from this to open up my other thread, it pauses TikTok. So sorry, peoples. You know what? It was about goals. That's why I asked you.
Yeah. What's
some of the biggest goals you've accomplished in your recovery?
Oh man, be a productive member of society, have a relationships with my family again. I wasn't working for a couple of years, and now I'm back to my lifelong profession, and I've been at the same job for almost 10 years. I'm a registered nurse. I've been one for 30 years. Yeah. Been married. We've been together for 15 years.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got her with a year under her belt. I'm joking.
She 13 step.
I imagine.
Well,
I was waiting for that.
Well, I'm 16 and a half years sober.
I know your stories.
Yeah.
I know your guys' story.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, it was more than a year. Just like, you know, I work in the hospital where I went to detox, and I give back what I got. You know, I give back a lot of what they gave me. I only went to treatment once, and can't ever go back. I know I would die. The jails, institutions, or death. Oh my, that would be me. I would know I would never ever come back. I would just be too embarrassed. But productive member of society. I don't have to worry about looking over my shoulder. I don't have the ankle
Right.
bracelet on anymore. I don't have to worry about being in jail or like having car insurance, and I have a car and I have a home to live in. You know, I know life still rolls over and keeps on going and problems still happen, but I have our whole life is about recovery and sobriety. It is our, you know, we have such a huge, you know, cult, I call it, that is there for us. And when bad
The
things
cult.
happen, and I'm proud to say that I'm
yeah.
not afraid one bit to, like, this is my cult, and I know that I'd be there for anything that I would need. Bad things happen, and you life still keeps on rolling by, no matter if you're standing, laying, high, drunk. So I'm just gonna stay, you know, sober and continue on, because I want to see my grandkids get old and get married and have their kids and blah blah blah.
Da da da. That's
And da da da.
Yeah, da, da, da.
Tell me about one of the biggest goals you've accomplished in your recovery.
I made it sober today.
Yeah.
He retired.
Keep it
sober.
simple. Too
He's,
easy.
he's one of these old timers that knows that one.
Well,
Come on.
Come on, you
then I
retired
got to
sober.
get into my life story.
I know it's time.
I retired this year.
Oh, congratulations! After a lifelong of working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
give that love.
And
For real.
retired sober.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
great
retired
job.
Sober. One of my biggest goals about sobriety is I'm honoring my ancestors.
What do you mean?
Period. Huh?
What do you mean by that? Honoring your ancestors,
Honoring my ancestors.
like your mom and dad, or
my mom, my dad,
Okay.
my grandma, my grandpa.
Family tree.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Anybody can talk shit, right?
Yeah.
This is the action part of it.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can go into those rooms and stay sober for an hour and
Yep.
talk a line of shit.
Tell them, Ivan.
It's outside these four walls. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Program of action.
And once you get outside those four walls, that's what really meant. That's the friendships, the fellowship. Today, me and another fellow member, we put 300 and some odd miles on.
That's nothing.
Went up to Duluth.
Yeah.
Yeah, this summer. we
Yo,
went-
you're retired. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Nice.
We,
Yeah,
we
this
did
summer.
5,000 miles this summer.
Yeah, we
on a
did
trip.
5,000 miles. We went down, one of my dreams, you know, did a road trip. We went down to Colorado.
20,
Nice.
20 days.
Yeah, 20 days on the bike.
And you're on Romney hours. Holy shit.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't even thought about that. I remember one time when I was still in my using, and no, I take that back. This was very, very early recovery. I worked at Burger King, and I had a manager who they went to Mexico, and they said all they did was went and partied the whole time through. They went to the bars. Would you go out and see anything? Yeah, we seen all these bars. No, I mean, did you go to the beaches? Or
Yeah.
yeah, there were bars on the beach.
Solid. That was
I'm
their-
like, dude, you could have stayed home,
Yeah.
saved yourself a shit ton of money,
Yeah.
and got drunk there.
But it goes to show you when you're in the loop, you're in the loop. You know,
Yeah,
like they get
yeah.
you in that for real.
They don't even know what they're saying.
No.
But look at all the things you just said were like, you talked about a bunch of goals. Like,
Yeah.
When you didn't even know about it.
Colorado.
I've got a son who's 40,
do it.
42. He was
Oh
born.
no,
in
he's in more than
82.
that. Yeah.
He was born
43.
in 82. You do the math. I'm not good
44.
With, yeah,
43,
44.
44.
He's never known his dad to be a drunk.
Yeah.
And
That
that's what
miracle piece.
that's something I kind of hang my coat up
Hell
on.
yeah.
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 Even though it was a fucked up relationship.
Yeah.
Not between him and I, but between him
Baby
and his
mama.
mother. Yeah, between mama. And yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of shit. I'm not proud of it. You know, I can't blame alcohol for all of it.
No.
Right.
No.
Oh, just your
Damn
personality.
you.
I know. Yo, that is dick. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, Nicole and Brian and Judy and Joan and Heather, Alicia, Frank, Tom, Mark, Alex, Buick. I appreciate you guys. What we're gonna do is I just confirmed they'll be back on as guests, and you will too.
Most
I know you will.
Most
All right. So I'm gonna wrap up with them on the show, but I'm gonna get their numbers and I'll get them back on
Uh-oh.
because we're gonna dive in. This was my last week. That we have a show on Wednesdays. It's called Rule 62 with Jake and Ryan. It's a good show.
It is.
And it's set up for the meeting goers. Wednesday's a pretty big meeting too. So people know after the meeting, let's go hop in on the podcast. Typically, I have scheduled guests. Like I don't do this where it's first come, first serve shit. I don't like it. Not that I don't like it. I need to get engaged into someone's story. For me, I enjoy that. I want to hear someone's whole story and I interrupt throughout and it turns into an hour to 2 hour, half hour to 3 hour shows. And the audience knows that. And based on viewership, when I do these, they prefer those shows. But whatever. So we're going to get into some wrapping up stuff. And then we'll be back next Friday. I got Rick Bowman back on with, we're going to be talking about, what month is it? The 10th month?
Yes.
We're going to be talking about step 10 and tradition 10 on Friday with Rick and Misty. I believe Misty will be here. And if not, it'll be Rick and maybe someone else. So we're going to be back on the scheduled guest thing. Next week, I'll tell you guys the lineup for the following 4 weeks because I've got the next 9 weeks scheduled out. I've been on my game. I told you guys after that little summer break, all the riding and the cabin and all that crap. That's in the past. Now winter's here and we're back on the podcast. So here's the part of the show where we do some fun stuff, left-hand turn type stuff. Pick a number 1 through 100.
1 to 100. Ooh, let me get 45.
45. What is your most used emoji?
The laughing, crying emoji.
Sideways face or straight face?
Sideways.
Sideways face. All right. Pick a number 1 through 100.
16.
16. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh my gosh.
Don't say me.
No, that
You can't. She can't digest you.
Dried alligator meat.
Oh, dried out. I need some more. Was it any good?
Yeah, it was super good. We were in Oatman, California. Is that
No.
Arizona?
Arizona,
Oatman,
right off of 66.
Route 66.
Route 66.
Ride motorcycle, and I just had to. It was good. It tasted.
Was it like a beef jerky type of dried? Okay.
Mhm.
What was it? Cajun flavor? Do you remember? Or is it
No,
teriyaki
no,
or
it was just
taste like? Come on, say it. What did it taste like?
chicken.
There you go. Yeah. Oh. All right. Sorry, TikTok. Unable to. I am so not that guy. All right.
You're doing great.
All right.
We
Thank
appreciate-
you.
we
Look, and I
appreciate
got in-house cheerleader. Nice.
Mhm.
Ivan, 1 through 100, sir.
Come on. What number do you think I'm going to pick?
All right.
69.
Yeah.
69 is crazy. Yeah, get them back
He
on the
is
show.
crazy.
This one is such a lame one because everyone picks it, so I didn't even need to flip it. What is your favorite traditional holiday?
My favorite traditional holiday.
Christmas, Easter, Halloween. I think that's tradition. That's what that means. What's your favorite tradition? Or no, what's your favorite tradition or holiday? Go ahead, be as dirty as you want.
Why are you calling me a goat head?
Go ahead.
You said goat
Go
head.
ahead.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Go ahead.
God. Probably Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. We're gonna do a couple rounds of these.
Another one.
Pick 1 through 100.
Oh,
Not
Let me go. Let me go 23.
23.
Yeah.
If you could meet any historical figure, either living or deceased, who would you choose?
Dang, that's deep.
A kid before you just said Harriet Tubman. Last because everyone picks 23. We've had Jesus.
See, that's crazy because I was gonna refer to something as like, could you ask her like, what'd you get when you first got here? And I'm like, man, this is kind of like the railroad for addicts. You know what I'm saying? The Underground Railroad for
Right.
addicts. So, I honestly, I don't know, man. That's on the spot. I'm really not a historical person. But I guess if I had to go with Martin Luther King.
Oh my God, that's who I was gonna say.
Yeah,
in my head.
okay. I'm on
Wow.
to Jesus. I want to meet Jesus.
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 I don't know, man.
Watch him be like a 3 foot like albino.
That's not what I thought you
Pick a number 1 through 100.
12.
12.
Ace Ventura.
What's the ideal dream job for you?
I love my job. It's my job.
So being a
Emergency
nurse.
RN. I love my job.
Nice.
Sorry.
I had a guy named Finn on the show. He's a nurse as well in recovery. And he had a question. He's like, he went in, he just made me see a new like appreciation for what you do. It just, I've had a bunch. I had this lady named Ruth on, and she's a nurse too, 2218 girl. Oh, she's all over. But she talked about how she lost her license and the hoops she went through to get it back. Matter of fact, I've had a few nurses on that have lost their licenses and got them back. Like I had a whole month of show. It was like medical month. It was great at 2218. The show started at 2218 during COVID. I did it there for about 2 years and then moved it over here. I haven't picked a number 1 through 100.
77 because you get 8 more.
You're a dork. I love it. What was the favorite game to play as a child?
As a child,
As a child, what was your favorite game?
lining up my friends and jumping my bicycle over top of them.
God, thank God you still don't do
You
that.
look like a BMXer.
That was fun.
That's old mongoose days. Pick a number 1 through 100.
Let me do 100.
100.
Yeah.
Favorite reality TV show?
Probably 2.5, man.
All right, but Charlie Harper or
No, you got it, Charlie. Sheen.
yeah,
You gotta have
Charlie Sheen. All right. What was it with
Can't do
Ashton Kutcher, Ashton Green or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he was garbage. 1 through 100.
We're on the same boat there.
you feel
2. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh my God.
See, it doesn't say what animal would you want to be. It says what animal would you be?
Yeah.
Cougar.
You better be careful. That's your wife, bro.
You're older than me, dude. Yeah.
Might
Can't
be
be
the
your
dog
cougar.
I
No
know.
doubt. I can't be. your
Couch.
cougar. Oh man. I would want to be a lion.
Nice. Lioness.
Lioness, right.
Yeah, lioness.
1 through 100.
Lioness, cougar, it's kind of the same.
Oh,
Here we go.
You're
bad.
walking the line.
One
dude.
track mind. Go ahead.
He is,
Ivan, 1
always.
through 100.
Go ahead again.
Go ahead.
60. What the heck?
Say you're independently wealthy and don't have to work. What would you do with your time? Ring, ring. Say you are who you are and you're retired. What do you do?
Probably sit home and play with myself.
Oh my God.
You hear the rim shot?
I did.
Huh? Yeah, I
So
finally
weird.
got to use that button.
No, in
Hey,
reality,
Sometimes you gotta go home.
I would probably donate a lot more money to suicide prevention.
There you go.
Nice.
I would probably donate an awful lot of it to programs. And I got to say, I would donate a big portion of it to my church.
Nice.
Mhm.
Tidings. Tidings.
Our pastor's cool.
What are you doing? What is your plans for today? All right. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? You're dirty bird.
Mhm.
Why?
Surprised
It makes 2 of us. Any superpower, what would it be?
Super strong.
Strong. Any superpower, Jordan, what would it be?
Speed.
Speed.
Yeah.
Name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. Tell me your gratitude.
Just grateful just to be free. That's all. For real.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Attitude for Gratitude. Talk to me.
Happy, joyous, and free.
Name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. Tell me about your gratitude.
I'm just glad to be on this program with a super duper cool DJ like you. And you can use
From
that.
WCD.
And you can use my opening line.
I like that though. I really do. I like that. Right when you got to the end, I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Is he gonna say it? Oh, shit. You're gonna get me caught up with my church ladies from Missouri.
Mhm.
I have gotten some feedback from them about some of my guests.
I
I had a show. So I'm going to wrap up with this one because you guys know about this show. I even made a little TikTok about it. 37,000 views on that one. So I had a kid in here who brought a female with. She shared they both shared their story, and it was dark. It was dark, and it was dark. And he was being vulgar. But I don't think it's just how he was telling his story. He was talking about being brutally molested by his father, but he was saying BF'd. I used to get BF'd by my dad, but he said those words. And then she proceeded to talk about selling her private parts for $10 bags of crack, but she said in the most vulgar way. It wasn't for shot. It's just how it came out. They're in the midst of their story. I'm not the type to stop someone from the middle of how they share things. And all of a sudden, I got violated and turned off of TikTok. I'm like, damn, well, I guess I know why.
I'm sorry.
So I investigate, and I appeal it because I don't want it on the whatever. It doesn't look good for when I'm trying to have people who want to see. Come to find out, the reason, I better turn my camera around. No, this was in there.
Stop playing.
Yes, because they saw this in the one of my moderators.
Out of everything.
Seen, out of the story. And there, I mean, it was dark what they were saying. Which I'm glad that's not why I got violated. I'm glad like they understood, like there was some solution being told. There was some, it's the truth.
They were being real.
And they're being real, and they're here sober. The one he had like 14 years. She was, her story was, she fought her way out of an IRNS facility, got her nursing license back, now helps women. And like, and I did though, some of I don't have some of them viewers anymore because of that show. I can't listen to that bug. I'm like, and the video I made was about if you couldn't see the solution, that I'm sorry for you. Like, I pray for people like you. Like, you couldn't stick around it. I get it. There's certain words, the vulgar, but I lost a lot of viewers over the way they told their stories, which, sorry, that's on them, not me. I don't, and I had people come to me from like, it's not whatever. It didn't work out that well, but I'm still not here to police how the show goes. I told you asked about swearing, you heard my spiel on it.
But you probably reached a lot of people with their stories.
100%. I had 3 different women reach out the next day saying I never felt comfortable sharing about my story till I heard her story. And she said, I'll never tell my story again based on the feedback that we got and what you said. Because after I talked to her about it, I was like, maybe in the future, like I'm not telling you how to tell your story, but sometimes like be aware of like the F word when you're talking about the church or something. It's just in every, like the effing church I effing go to is a effing great effing place. And on air even says like, wow, you're like, I never heard you say the F word this much. And she took it personal, and I felt terrible. I'll never tell my story again because of you, Tim. Like, and I talked to some other people and they're like, that's just how she is. But I felt terrible about it. I tried to reach out to her. She's like, you, Tim. And I'm like, okay. I meant no harm, but if it was perceived that way, sorry. Whatever. You know what? I stayed sober.
Can't please everybody.
Nope. And I stayed sober. So, all right. Attitude for gratitude. Wrapped up. Questions. You guys all said you'd be on. All right. So we're going to wrap up, boys and girls. Let me switch this camera. I appreciate all you. Any questions I didn't get to, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, all you guys and if Abba and everyone I didn't get to. Abba C.
I like it. Thanks, Abba.
Heather Young, how are you doing? Judy, how are you doing? Brian, how are you doing? Nick, how are you doing? Abba, how are you doing?
You got to do it the right way. How are you doing?
How you doing? Joey Tribbiani.
Exactly.
Wasn't that Joey Tribbiani?
You know my favorite podcast is though, before we go?
Yeah, Attitude for Gratitude.
Joe Dirt.
Attitude for Gratitude.
You know Joe Dirt.
You guys are not getting asked back.
It's my life story.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for the show tonight and for hanging out and sticking around and sharing the show and interacting and everything that we did. Like, I really, truly appreciate all of you. And as always, like, if you're struggling, just please reach out. I had that hotline up there, 8988. Please reach out. You heard Ivan, 30 seconds. Just give yourself 30 seconds if you're having those harmful thoughts. Reach out. You're worth it. Like, if someone hasn't told you, like, I need you here. I need you. Come on down. We'll work for recovery. You heard us talk about multiple places. 2218. You heard us talk about Fridley, Alleno. I brought up New Hope, Alleno earlier. We talked about Serenity Village. Address is on the bottom. Speaking of that, excuse me, we're having the tomorrow. Let me make sure that's lined up. Boom. Pretty Tim. Tomorrow, Serenity Village. We're having a fundraiser for Pete. If you've been around a while, you know who Rob Herman is. I went in and I talked about this at the beginning of the show, but Rob's dad is going to die. We're all going to die, but we know his dad's going to die here in the next few months. He got stage 4 pancreatic and liver, or stage 4 pancreatic and lung. And Rob didn't ask for this. Samantha P, she set this all up. And tomorrow at noon at Serenity Village, we've got a fundraiser going. If you don't have money, come show up anyways. It's about the fellowship. You'll be given a ticket at the door. She's got all sorts of prizes, gift cards. Like there's door prizes. I think that's what it's called. Habits. Love them. And we have stuff for kids. Like we've got a big like toy. I'm not sure. Show up with your kids. It's kid friendly. We're going to have snacks, desserts, all that good stuff. Donnie from Iktomi Tattoos donated 8 hours for this raffle. So we've got, that's in the raffle. Mars from Mafia Inc. donated 6 hours. If you guys get tattoos, you know what that's worth. We got a 70-inch TV. Someone just donated a set of Wild tickets. I got a whole list of people that donated stuff. Like it's because of who Rob is and what he's done in this community. I told you on his 40th, he had it up here. They sold T-shirts but he gave all the money to Will Work. That's the type of guy he is. So we had no issue trying to put something together for his dad. His dad worked his whole life and had insurance, and insurance is covering 2 hours of home health care a week. And they'd like there to be a little bit more. I'd hope you understand that one. I know if my parents are on that position, we'd like to have a little more help too. So we got a full day session, 70-inch, $300 gift card from Custom Apparel, $75 gift card from Junk Removal. We got $1,000 gift certificate for home improvement modeling from Lindsay Construction, $250 Hope Dealer gear, $75 dog grooming, $200 custom T-shirts, $170 skincare treatment, eyelashes, Hy-Vee. There's so much. I'm not going to go over all of it, but come on down, check it out. If you're able to, awesome. Give. If not, show up anyways. We want you there. Again, if you're struggling, please reach out. Come on down to We'll Work for Recovery. We're here every day, meeting 7 p.m. Lala was on, talked about Tuesday, the Indigenous People meeting. Thursday is more of a spiritual-based meeting. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, it's a pretty big meeting. 4026 Washington Avenue. I'm sick of hearing my voice. You guys, I love you. Till next week, we'll see you with Rick B.